Hello, I am Dr. Ashish Bansal. In this series of videos, I shall discuss the complete solutions of ISC Class 12 Mathematics 2024 board paper. This question paper has maximum marks 80 and the time allowed is 3 hours. The question paper consists of 3 sections, section A, B and C. Section A is of 65 marks, whereas sections B and C are of 15 marks each. A candidate is required to attempt all the questions from section A and all the questions either from section B or section C. Let us now discuss all the solutions of the questions one by one. Question number first has 15 parts of 1 mark each. In subparts 1 to 10, choose the correct options, and in subparts 11 to 15, answer the questions as instructed. Question number first part. It is given that L be a set of all straight lines in a plane. The relation R on L defined as perpendicular to is, we have to pick the correct option. The correct option is C. Justification for the same is, we are given L as the set of all straight lines. We can write R in this form. To check the reflexivity of R, if I take an element L1 in L, then L1 is not perpendicular to itself. That is, L1 is not related to L1, so R is not reflexive. For symmetry, let us take two elements L1 and L2 in L such that L1 is related to L2. This implies L1 is perpendicular to L2, which implies that L2 is perpendicular to L1, that is, L2 is related to L1, hence R is symmetric. For transitivity, let us take three elements L1, L2 and L3 such that L1 is related to L2 and L2 is related to L3, which implies L1 is perpendicular to L2, L2 is perpendicular to L3, but this may not imply that L1 is perpendicular to L3, that is, L1 is not related to L3, hence R is not transitive. So option C is correct, that R is symmetric. Question number second part. In this question we have to find the order and degree of this given differential equation. If you look at this differential equation carefully, the highest order derivative is of second order. So the order of differential equation is 2. Also, this is a polynomial equation in second derivative and first derivative. So the degree of the differential equation can be defined. The highest power of the second order derivative is 1. So degree of the differential equation is 1. So option D is correct. Question number third part. We are given A to be a non-empty set. Statement 1 says identity relation on A is reflexive. Statement 2 says every reflexive relation on A is an identity relation. We have to choose the correct option. The correct option is C. The reason is identity relation is always reflexive. Thus statement 1 is true. Statement 2 is false. Why? We can consider an example for the same. Let A equal to 1 to 3 and R is this relation defined on A. Clearly R is reflexive because these three elements are there in R, but this relation need not be an identity. This is not an identity relation. So statement 2 is false, hence option C is correct. Question number fourth part. We are given a graph of the function f as shown in the figure. We have to find the values of x for which the function f is not differentiable. If you observe the graph carefully, this graph moves like this, goes to -1, it breaks here, then it starts from 0, moves on like this and goes till 4. So there is a discontinuity at the point x equal to 0, the function is not differentiable as well. Also at x equal to 2, the vertical tangent is there. So this function f is not differentiable at x equal to 0 and x equal to 2. So option A is correct. Question number fifth part. We have to find the value of this expression out of these four choices. If you look carefully, cosecant sine inverse minus half can be written as cosecant minus sine inverse half, and similarly this expression can be written in this way, which can be simplified to get the value as 0. So the correct option is B. Question number sixth part. We have to find the value of this definite integral. The correct option is D, which is very well clear from this solution. Question number seventh part. The assertion is let the matrices A equal to this and b equal to this be such that a raised to power 100 into b equal to b into a raised to power 100. The reason is ab equal to ba implies a raised to power n into b equal to b into a raised to power n for all positive integers, and we have to find which of the following four options is correct. So let us start with the reason first. We are given that ab equal to ba, then if I write a raised to power n into b as a multiplied n times into b, then the last two values a into b can be written as ba. It takes a to the right hand side of b. Now continue with this process. I can write this ab as ba again, so another a goes to the right side of b. Eventually all the a's move to the right side of b and we get b into a raised to power n for all positive integers, and thus the reason is true. Also we are given that a equal to this matrix and b equal to this matrix, then ab equal to this and b equal to this. We have already shown that the reason is true. So taking n equal to 100, we get a raised to power 100 into b equal to b into a raised to power 100. Hence assertion is true and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Question number first, 8th part. We are given this integral equal to e raised to power x into fx plus c. We have to find the value of fx. The correct option is c. The reason is, if we write ex fx plus c equal to this integral, we can separate the integral into two parts, and then applying integration by parts to the first integral, we get these two values. This second integral and this third integral, they get cancelled and we are left with ex cot x plus c. Comparing the two sides, we can easily get that fx equal to cot x. So option C is correct. Question number first, 9th part. It says, in which of the following intervals is the function fx equal to x cube minus 2lx increasing? Option B is correct. We are given fx, we find f dash x and we can reduce it into the product of factors, linear factors. Now f dash x equal to 0 implies either x equal to minus 2 or 2. If we plot these two values on the straight line, the real line, we get three subintervals a, b and c. In each of the three subintervals, we find the sign of f dash x. So we can observe that in subintervals a and c, f dash x is having a positive sign, and which is the requirement for fx to be increasing. Hence f is increasing on this interval. So option B is correct. Now question number 1, 10th part. If A and B are symmetric matrices of the same order, then AB minus BA is, we have to find the correct option. Option A is correct. Why? Because we are given that A and B are symmetric, so A transpose is A, B transpose is equal to B. We can simplify AB minus BA transpose to get minus of AB minus BA. So clearly AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix, hence option A is correct. Moving to the next question, question number first, 11th part. We have to find the derivative of y equal to log x plus 1 by x with respect to x, and it can easily be determined. Question number first, 12th part. Tina is practicing for an upcoming rifle shooting tournament. The probability of her shooting the target in the first, second, third and fourth shots are 0.4, 0.3, 0.2 and 0.1 respectively. Find the probability of at least one shot of Tina hitting the target. We can define four events E, F, G and H in this way. We are given PE, PF, PG and PH as 0.4, 0.3, 0.2 and 0.1 respectively. We can determine the values of PE bar, PF bar, PG bar and PH bar. The probability which is required to be determined is probability at least one of the shot hits the target, which can be expressed as 1 minus probability none of the shot hit the target, which can be simplified to get the value 0.6976. In question number first, 13th part, which one of the following graphs is a function of x? So we are given two graphs, graph A and graph B. We have to check which of the following is a function of x. We can apply the vertical line test. If we draw a vertical line in graph A, it intersects the curve in exactly one point, whereas in case of graph B, if we draw a vertical line, it intersects the curve in multiple points as clearly shown in this picture. Hence graph A is a function of x, whereas graph B does not represent a function of x. Question number first, 14th part, we have to evaluate this definite integral. Let I equal to this integral. We can write mod x plus 3 into these two branches. The branch on the right hand side is x plus 3. So I can write I as 0 to 6 integral x plus 3 dx, which can be simplified to get the value 36. And the last part for question number 1, part 15, we are given a curve and we are given that y decreases at a rate of 1 centimeter per second. We have to find the rate of change of x when x equal to 5 centimeter and y equal to 1 centimeter. So given curve is this, we are given dy by dt as minus 1 centimeter per second because it is decreasing, so there is a negative sign. We have to find dx by dt at x equal to 5 and y equal to 1. So if we differentiate the given curve with respect to t, we get this equation. This can be simplified for dx by dt in terms of dy by dt, and we know the value of dy by dt to get dx by dt to equal to x square by y square. When x equal to 5 and y equal to 1, we get dx by dt as 25 centimeter per second, which is the required rate of change of x. Thank you so much. For rest of the solutions, visit the next video. Thank you.